Hey, what's up guys? We are back with another video. I made a post on my Instagram kind of joking around almost just because it's Christmas season, a lot of 4Ks are coming out. So I figured why not just make that post a reality and kind of compare Blu-rays to 4Ks that just came out within this past 2, 3, 4 weeks or whatever comes out in, late November, December, because they are putting out a lot of 4K upgrades. So I figured why not just make that kind of a thing going forward for this, December Christmas season, because there are a lot of Christmas movies that are coming out. I will say this, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I won't be doing the Christmas Story. I don't like that movie, so I don't own it personally. I don't want to get it on 4K. There are some Christmas movies that I do really enjoy, and I want to see what the 4K looks, especially some of the older ones that are definitely filmed on film and not digitally. I like to see what the older movies look like. But without further ado, the first one we're going to talk about is Train to Busan. So, if you don't know already, this is the regular Blu-ray. So, just kind of your plain run-of-the-mill. This is an awesome scene, by the way, but it's towards the end. No spoilers. I'm going to at least try not to spoil anything. This movie is amazing. Regardless, go pick it up and go watch it. But, again, on the inside, some scary zombie faces and stuff like that. But, just a run-of-the-mill Blu-ray, nothing crazy, cool steelbook, but nothing crazy. Then you get the Train to Busan 4K. So this has Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision. There is HDR on this. They already announced that as well. But we're going to kind of go in depth with, I guess I wouldn't say in depth, but we're going to go over kind of what I have seen, the difference between the Blu-ray and the 4K. Like I've done in past videos, I'm going to post photos kind of here and here, and it'll show you, I tried to get screen caps of the best I could of what the Blu-ray, and then same scene for the 4K, so that way you can kind of see the difference, see if you want to pick up the 4K, if you guys can notice it. Obviously, again, like I always say, I'm not a professional by any means. I don't have the best top-notch sound system. I don't have the best, 4K player. I don't have the best TV. And also the screenshots that I will have are going to be on my phone, so the actual pictures are compressed, and then you're going to see it on YouTube, so it's going to take it down a little bit from there, so they're not what you're going to exactly see on the TV once you watch the movie on 4K and Blu-ray. But either way, this is just my opinion, what I see. You guys can use it for what it's worth, and then just go from there if you want to pick it up or not. But let's get into it. So a little bit about this movie. I was told, obviously from my past videos that I've done, I love horror, I love scary movies, I love action movies, everything really, any movie you can think of I like. But it really took me a long time to see this. So it's a South Korean movie. I don't know why. I've been told multiple times that I should see it. It's awesome, it's a great movie. But I just kept putting it off. I'd want to watch something else before this, or watch something new, or whatever. But I finally ended up, not too long ago, maybe 3-4 years ago, I ended up just sitting down, putting it on, and I will say this, I absolutely love this movie. It's top tier for zombie movies in general. Yes, you have to read captions, but it's still, that does not diminish the fact, and it shouldn't diminish the fact, you should watch more Korean movies, Chinese movies, Japan, whatever country you want to watch a movie from. That should not stop you if you're just going to read captions, because there's a lot of really good movies out there that aren't just from the US. So the distribution company that put out the Steelbook and the 4K is Wellgo USA Entertainment. I know, you probably haven't even heard of them. I haven't either. I kind of looked into them just to kind of give me more information about them, so that way I can relay that to you guys. But basically, they're a distribution company inside the US, but they do a lot of foreign movies into the US as well, which is awesome, because I'm sure if a lot more people watch foreign movies, they probably know this company or this distribution company, but unfortunately I don't partake in a lot of foreign movies, or maybe anime or anything like that, so I wasn't really well aware of this company. But they did, at least in my opinion, a good job with this 4K. So let's get into the movie just a little bit before we go into the the 4K picture and all of that. So This movie really starts off with just a dad and a distant relationship with his daughter. His daughter wants to go live with her mom, and this whole train to Busan is basically their way of getting her to her mother. And again, zombie stuff happens, people get bit. There is kind of an opening scene, kind of shows you maybe where it started, but you don't exactly know. But you know, usually if they do that and they kind of throw that in your face, that's where it happened. So slowly but surely, zombies take over. They start taking over major cities. You can't get a hold of people. So basically, their whole thing is this Busan is a almost stronghold, I guess. They're saying, you know, go there. There's safety there. So everybody on the train is, you know, let's get to Busan. Like, we're gonna be safe. And then obviously, while they're going through cities, you know, they stop, they pick up stuff, you know, maybe they think there's a safe haven in one city, they stop there, they get attacked, and basically it's just an adventure on a train. This movie is about 80% on this train, but it does an amazing job at building characters. There's a really good story arc with a couple different characters. There's characters that you want to live, that die. There's characters that you want to die, that live. So, you know, you hate characters, you love characters, but either way, you're really invested in this movie. So I would definitely go see it, pick it up, buy it, watch it, rent it on, you know, Vudu, or get it on Amazon, wherever you can get it. Go pick it up and go watch it, because this movie is really good and it still stands up. So now that we got that out of the way, yes, it has Dolby Atmos, yes, it has Dolby Vision, and I will say this, the movie looks better than the Blu-ray. I will say this though, the Blu-ray I think the Blu-ray is a good copy and a good version of this movie. Well Go USA Entertainment definitely did a good job making this movie as good as it is. At least it looks as good as it is. I will say this, the only thing that this really lacks on, that the 4K version really just knocks it out of the park with, is this only has a DTS-X. And it doesn't, I mean, yes, again, I only have a soundbar and a subwoofer. I don't have anything crazy, but you can definitely tell the difference between this and that 4K. The 4K, the sound's really there. You can hear the bass. It projects really well. You can hear a lot of around this, you know, the scenery. And then this really is almost muffled. And yes, you can hear it, and you can hear the dialect and everything like that. But the Dolby Atmos is really where it knocks it out of the park for that release. I will say this, on the Blu-ray, again, like I said, the Blu-ray is not a bad picture quality. It's pretty solid, but on certain scenes you will see there's really kind of like a bluish haze or tint to a couple different scenes here and there. So you'll see that in the photo. It's pretty easy to pick up, at least for me. Also too, I tried to get wide shots of, you know, landscape and big cities and stuff like that, so you can see that a little bit better. There definitely is more definition on a lot of the scenery, where you can see like the mountains, and there's a lot of, you can see them better with the buildings. And again, I did a couple close-ups on people's faces, and, you know, in the light and in the dark, so that way you can kind of get different views and kind of make your own opinion. I will say this, the 4K is, I think, still better, and you can definitely tell. There's a lot more definition, especially in the zombie photo that I will be posting maybe here. But you can tell that there's more definition in his face. It's a lot clearer on his face. Yes, the Blu-ray looks good, but I will say the 4K definitely is better. Overall, it sounds better. I'll tell you this, the Dolby Atmos kicks this copy's butt. Some of the scenes on the Blu-ray, it seems like the brightness is turned up a bit, so it really washes out a lot of the skin tone. You'll see on the 4K, the skin tone looks a lot better. It's not really washed out or brighter. You'll see that. That's why I try and take some photos of landscapes and faces. That way you can kind of see a wide variety, and if you want to pick it up. Either way, definitely pick up the 4K if you haven't gotten it already. Again, like I said, it's like $15 on Amazon right now. Yeah, it's slow to ship just because it's a smaller distribution company. I think it took me a week, 2 weeks after it actually came out to get it. Either way, pick it up. It's an awesome movie. I don't care how you watch it, really. Just watch the movie. But if you're looking for the best picture quality, a really great soundtrack, you're going to want to pick up the 4K. And then with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. That way you know when I post a video. do all that fun stuff that helps me out. That way I can keep posting videos. I'm really enjoying this, and then we'll see you in the next one.